thank you. You've come back from the most difficult disasters and started your businesses back going again. We know that you've also reached back in your communities and helped others through these very difficult times. We celebrate your entrepreneurship, we celebrate your strength, we admire your leadership, and we thank you for bringing our economy back in each of those communities.
At this time, I'd like to invite Administrator Mills and Deputy Administrator Johns, please. Invite up to the podium, I'm sorry. And now our first winner, the Outstanding Contributions for Disaster Recovery by Volunteer, Larry Silvey of Millington, Tennessee. Please come up.
Thank you very much. And I want to thank Senator Reed for coming by today. I want to thank Administrator Mills. I want to thank Deputy Jones and the rest of the FBA staff. And one person that I really want to thank, and that was Kathy Cook out of Atlanta, Georgia. She's the one that called me and asked if she could put me in for this award. And I had some reservations at first because I'm not about plaques and awards. It's more about my Lord and Savior. And I had to thank her. She said, "You got a great story," and I thank the SBA for putting this on and awarding the people for it. But I want to give some thanks to my wife, Susan, to my son, Larry Dean, to my 2 daughters. They're very special to me, Jackie and Jennifer. And they put up with a lot, 7 weeks that I was away from the house, rebuilding the town in Millington. And also I want to thank my church. I want to thank for what they did. This Pastor David Level, the secretaries, the staff, and I want to thank them also. This would not have been possible without the volunteers that stepped forward and said, "Here am I. What can I do?" But they need somebody to step out and lead. And that's where I took a part of this, using the training that I had in the Navy and also the training running a business. And I want to share one thing with you. If you are not giving back to your community while you're in business, you are missing out on a blessing, because you only get to walk through this life once. And what you do, you don't get to go back and redo it again. So I encourage you to reach out to your community, not only your community. I just got back from Tuscaloosa, Alabama, with 14 people working in Tuscaloosa, helping people down there. So I encourage you to do it. I want to leave you with one thing that I read to some people and let them know this is what it's about for me. It said, "At times it may seem that much of the work is behind the scenes. No one really cares. I must encourage you and remind you that in reality it is God that we are working for, and all glory and honor should go directly to Him. Our lives of service can have a tremendous impact on the wandering world around us. Matthew 5:16, "Let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven." And I want to thank you again for SBA, for my church family. I want to thank you for Bellevue Baptist Church, and there's several churches in the area that helped, the Methodist Church and all, that helped make this possible. Without them, I wouldn't be for you today reading this to you. But I also thank you for being here today. This is a great honor for me, and I want to say this. Thank God for Tennessee, that's a volunteer state. And I guess that's the reason they call us a volunteer state. So thank you.
Wasn't Kareem? He's right there. Oh, I see him. Right there. Oh. He's gonna be cool. Who's that?
Learning.
Wow, thank you. That was great, Larry. Appreciate it. The Phoenix Award winner for Outstanding Contribution